this is Nicholas Ponzo 87, and I'm going to do my first ever figure review of the 5-inch Classic Sonic and the really cool new release of the 5-inch Modern Sonic. Surprisingly, the Modern Sonic hasn't break his nose yet, because almost all of my Sonic figures break their nose. Like my 3-inch Silver figure or my 3-inch Freerider Sonic figure. But at least my Shadow still has its nose. Yeah. Any other figure review, when they talk about what you cannot break and you have to be really gentle with, I'm always looking for them if they say the nose. The nose can break really easily. Especially on the 5-inch Sonic. I really like this Classic Sonic because of the big nose, not the thin little nose. Anyway, let's start with the Classic Sonic. Its articulation is really good. It can twist its head all the way around. And none of this, like we tried to turn it and then it ends up snapping. Yeah, I got a Sonic with a Blaze. That happened to one of his joints were just stuck. And guess what? It broke. You want to see what it looks like now? You really want to see what it looks like now? Look at my Sonic figure from the Blaze pack. I super glued the legs. Its arm broke. Its other arm broke. Yeah, this is just the worst Jazzware figure ever. Because I never had a Sonic with just his original shoes. All I had was a Freerider Sonic figure. Yeah, but I'm going to get one with the deluxe set. Because surprisingly, I got a Blaze figure, a Charmy figure, a SPL Vector figure before I got a Tails and a Knuckles and Amy. I've always wanted a Knuckles. I'm not talking about that. Let's talk about Classic Sonic. He first appeared in 1991. And yeah, he started out he started out better than Nintendo did. Like, I think his games are funner. But except in the Classic, compared to Classic Mario and Classic Sonic, some of the Classic Mario's better. Like the Super NES Mario or Super Mario World. But there's some Sonic games that just pwned them that were classic. I liked Sonic CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. That's 4. So those are my 4 favorite Sonic games. Out of all of them, my favorite's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't know why, just everyone seems to like it so much. And I always get stuck on the last level. Not Death Egg Zone, but Wing Fortress Zone. Yeah, me and my sister play that. My sister's like 15. And we always get stuck on that part. I usually play Tails, she usually plays Sonic. Or when it's me and Nick, like my brother, because I'm Vince right now, I'm doing the figure review. I'm usually Sonic, he's usually Tails, because I'm better at games than he is. Okay, let's talk about the articulation. Wait, did I already talk about articulation? Probably not. Its neck can move.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it can move its legs. It does not have any knee joints. That's bad. That's pretty bad. I guess they wanted to make it more classic because I think that since his legs are so short, I guess they didn't want to make it. I guess they didn't want to make it like where it's gonna break. It's probably just a safety thing. Yeah. Its articulation's really good. You can move its hands. You can.
You really need to start fixing the door.
Yeah. And I like the shoe design, but I don't think Classic Sonic had this buckle on it. I think all he had was a stripe. Oh yeah, speaking about the shoes, in the bottom you can see text, but you cannot see it on the stupid tablet I have. I do not have a camera. I have a tablet. That's why every freaking thing I have is always on the floor. Just like my how to unlock all characters, I had to put that. Actually, my brother had to hold that. I know, that was really hard to hold. But lucky I have a wheelchair, and then on my Sonic vs. Mario fight,
Like a spinning chair.
Yeah, spinning chair. Did I say a wheelchair?
Yeah, you said a wheelchair.
Oh,
Not
God.
handicapped.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's keep on talking about him. Some things you have to watch out for. Don't try to make a knee joint. It's going to snap off its legs. And watch out for the nose whenever you're running with it, because I was playing with my Freeride Sonic figure out in the woods, and it snapped its nose on a tree. Yeah, and I dropped it. I never knew where the heck that nose was. God, I just wish someday I could freaking replace it. Yeah, so yeah, there's classic Sonic. Now, here's the awesome new release, Modern Sonic. I like the open hands because, well...
Dude, do you even like the 5-inch classic Sonic?
Yeah, man, I love the 5-inch classic Sonic. In fact, I like it a little bit better than the Modern Sonic. Anyway, this figure is just plain awesome. They made it like 100 times better. They made it better in every way than the other Modern Sonic figure. The face looks more like Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, or Sonic, I don't know, Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Lost World. They didn't make it all like Sonic 06 or Sonic Riders. I think I have that game. Yeah, I have that game. I don't have Zero Gravity or Freeride. I do have Zero Gravity poster made of fabric, but it came all the way from China. I live in Indiana. Yeah, it's a pretty long way, and it's surprising it came in like 2 days.
Man, I wish you'd live in California.
Nah, California sucks. And
Yeah, whatever, it's beautiful in California.
this is kind of wobbly.
I would figure.
And it's probably not Jazzware's fault. It's probably my fault because I always like to bend the knee joints, and there's a crack. See, you can pretty much see it. It's a crack right in there. And that's where the heck the figure broke. I was lucky to put it on. And one of the arms broke. Heck, unsurprisingly, the arm even came off and still had its joint parts on it. Unlike this figure that just broke. Yeah. This one still had all of its joint parts. Surprisingly, I was able to put it back on. And now it's still as good as new, except for the legs. Now, articulation. Just like the classic Sonic, its neck can move all the way around. And also, this one has elbow joints. And also a waist joint, just like the classic Sonic did. Except the classic Sonic was a lot harder to move. The modern Sonic is a lot easier to move. Yeah. So, yeah, it has knee articulation, which the classic Sonic figure does not have. It has, I think these are the ankles. Yeah, ankle articulation. One thing that is just so cool about this figure, unlike the classic Sonic, which just has words on the bottom, the modern Sonic actually has the shoe design he has in the game. Yeah, I thought that was really neat. I mean, like, if I ever get, like, a camera and a a computer, I could probably make a stop motion. Yeah. Yeah, stop motion. But I'm not going to make that till I'm, like, 18. I'm already 11. But not today. My birthday's on September.
The
20th. Yeah, September the 26th. But I'm not talking about me. God, I keep on getting off topic. Some things you have to worry about this figure is definitely the nose. And there's one flaw about this classic Sonic. There's like a little opening on this muzzle. You probably can't see it, but there's like, you can kind of like stick your fingernail in there if your fingernail's long enough. But it doesn't really bother me that much. Yeah. And what I meant by, like, I took off the ankle, this is what it looked like. See? Poor freaking modern Supersonic. My classic Supersonic's still okay, but this modern one is so sad. I really loved this figure. In fact, it was like my second Sonic figure I've ever owned. The first one I owned was the Shadow JUVI and the Sonic JUVI in 2010, but oh god. Yeah, and there's a classic Super Sonic. I got the modern one too. And like, you've seen some of my past videos. Yeah, Pokemon, put that up. You see my past videos, which kind of suck, like Sonic Finds a Game, Sonic Rush Adventure. The game wasn't really, well, not game, but that video wasn't really exactly my best. I mean, like, it was like 8 o'clock. You know when you're tired, it kind of makes you want to do stuff on YouTube. Yeah. But luckily, this is like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Here's my modern Sonic. Here's my classic Sonic. And these are the Sonic generations. Classic Sonic and modern Sonic.
You know what? Dude, they should totally make a 5-inch Shadow figure. Not even the Super Pros one.
Okay. I got a little thing for you. I want you to vote. Who would win in a fight? The modern Sonic or the classic Sonic? Leave a comment below.
I choose both. Yeah.
Comment below and say your answer. And no, I'm not going to make a real battle because I cannot make a stop motion. And I'd rather not make one instead of doing this. Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm playing with, like, toys. So yeah, this is Nicholas Sponsor 87. And just one more teeny tiny little thing. Love Kirby, hate Mario, like Sonic. Also like Metroid.